Alrighty. Hey everybody, this is Black Mermaid. How y'all doing? uh so I'm going to use this channel for basically everything. Um I'm gonna talk to you guys about a lot. But most and foremost, you guys, I'm trying my hardest to kind of get back into action. Um and that's gonna I'm struggling, but I'm gonna get there. So for those of you guys who would like to support my channel, um, please do. Make sure you share the videos, make sure you like the videos, and make sure that you tell me what you like to talk about. I really would like to get to know a lot of you guys, my subscribers that are still left. I would like to get to know you guys so I can wrap my channel around your desires or needs. Um, The only thing that I won't be accepting is perfection. So if you guys are smokers, go ahead and smoke. If you guys are drinkers, go ahead and drink. If you guys are taking a bath or taking a shower and you guys feel like you just want to listen to my shit, I do that shit all the time. I listen to some music and I listen to some YouTubers every time I take a shower, and it's just like, okay. So like, yeah, just FYI, more than welcome to do that. Um, my videos is not going to be about perfection. It's definitely not going to be up to par with a lot of you guys' standards, but that's okay with me because I don't like to get tweaked like that. Get into anxiety, then anxiety leads into panic, and panic leads to a panic attack. So like, I don't do well with that shit. I really don't. Uh, and I'm going to explain to you guys about mental illnesses, mental diseases, and mental disorders. I have neurology books. I have psychotherapy and psychoanalytics, and I'm trying to study C.J. Chung as well as Sigmund Freud. And there's this other guy I've heard of. He's another psychiatrist. I intend to look him up, but I intend to study him because these three gents are really good at what they do. And I love them a lot because I thought I was going to become a therapist. But I snitch. I'm not good with keeping people's secrets. So, and don't, I have a hard time keeping my own shit to myself. It's like, oh God, family issues. I shouldn't be talking about family issues, but I do. Sometimes. Sometimes I mostly talk about my issues, but it's a lot easier to talk to a stranger than a family member because families just always judge. And they don't believe in imperfections and shit, even though their lives have never been perfect. And it really sucks because it would have been nice to know that there were some people that you could relate to, which would also be in my videos. Also, you guys, I can also talk about the Bible every first Sunday, second or third Sunday, not so much. So, with that out of the way, I was hoping, first of all, I would like to introduce you guys to Cassandra Eason's 1001 Tarot Spreads. So, for entertainment purposes only, you guys will be getting your readings through the spreads. I think I might teach you guys how to create your own spreads. One thing is for sure, you guys, for those of you guys who are into creating your own tarot or oracle decks, and those of you guys who have been doing that for a very long time, please share this videos. Make sure you like the videos. Make sure you invest in my channel. Plug in your donations because this one is not a freebie. Use the interview spread. Okay? Use the interview spread. Okay? I don't know if I said this in my previous two videos, but it's the best idea ever. I have to believe in myself. It is the greatest idea ever, because every time somebody gets a deck, whether it's an old deck or a new one, it's like there's always something new to learn about your deck. So for an intro for all of the decks that you have, use the interview spread. That way, any uh, first beginner tarot reader who's just getting into it would get to like interview the deck and see how it's going to click with them, what are the strengths and weaknesses. I thought I had it in my thing, but I'm not sure. I'm going to have to look it up so I can share it with you guys. But to all of you guys who are in the tarot and oracle card making business, please use the interview spread. I got this idea from Pinterest, and it's a really good idea because a lot of Pinterest artists and creators are on there. And when you are into tarot the way that I am, it's really cool to learn your deck, you know. And I'm gonna give you guys my first experience with my first deck next video, probably after this one. But until then, I'm going to go on ahead. It's been 6 minutes. So I introduced this to you guys. Next, I'm going to introduce you guys to Prime Muse. Okay, I don't know if I said this once or twice before, but Prime Muse, discovered them on Amazon. I'm not going to apologize for folding my legs. The dress is long enough to go ahead and just keep it covered. But like Prime Muse, like this deck is a gorgeous deck. There's a lot of beautiful creators on Amazon who are starting their own business in tarot reading and stuff like that, and they're just kind of like going with it. This is a very beautiful deck. Thank you, Prime Muse, for actually creating this deck. So this is just one of the best decks. So I wanted to kind of advance my abilities in using tarot. And Prime Muse is actually, I think it might be a Korean, what is it? Founding business, I think. But we got the deck I'm showing you is Manshin. If you guys can see it. This is Manshin 2 tarot deck. For those of you guys who are from Asia, I'm going to say, because I think this is Korean, but if you guys can read that, this is a Korean deck. Now this one, this deck, really phenomenal tarot deck. Wait, let me see. There's a logo here. If you guys can see it, you're not going to be able to see my face, but that's okay. I'm trying to introduce this deck to you. It says Manshin 2 Tarot deck reflects the well-known order and contents of Universal White Tarot, but we tried to create a new deck by combining the history of Korean gods and the lives of heroes. In this world where gods and humans once strolled around together, we would like to shed a new light on the name of each forgotten gods, one by one, and open the horizon from a wider perspective with a divine feeling engraved on the DNA of Korean people. Manshin 2, and that was the second one, the second paragraph. The first paragraph is Manshin 2 Tarot deck reflects the well-known order and contents of universal. Okay, I already read that shit. Okay, my apologies. It says here the story of the forgotten gods and heroes. And for those of you guys who are advanced tarot readers, and for those of you guys who are also new to tarot reading but slightly intermediate, I don't think I would recommend this deck for you beginners. Any deck like the like a tarot kit, I would recommend you guys get those. My very first deck was the Easy Tarot, and that was by Eller Shaw, I think, as well as and the deck was made by ooh, I forgot his name. No, Marchetti, Ciro Marchetti. He's Italian. Ooh, I can't believe I was gonna forget that man's name. Ciro Marchetti. Okay, the any deck that is a tarot kit. Okay, so not only do you get the booklet, but you get the deck, and you also get a pamphlet with a spread on top, and they show you how to do the cards like that. So I recommend you guys get those before you get into just like jump into the tarot cards and try to study through that. One thing that was a blessing through the Easy Tarot is that everything, how to use the deck, how to interact with the deck, how to cleanse the deck, all of that was all in there, and it's 11 minutes, and so on and so forth. So anyways, before I slip back in, like I said, this is a Korean based company. Yeah, it says designed in Korea, published by Golden Age, official store www.primemuse.com, made in China, copyright 2022, Golden Age Company Ltd D slash B slash A, Prime Muse, all rights reserved. Yeah, it has all of that. So I just want to thank Prime Muse for making these decks. And for the next video, I'm going to show you guys all of the decks from Prime Muse. Okay? Yeah, I know. Probably saw it. I wish I could. Oh, actually, I do know how to edit. Yay! Just in case. So, like I said, this deck is for the intermediate or the advanced tarot readers. Okay? Because you get the Roman numeral at the top, but that's basically it. And these are for mostly the minor arcana, so they allow the pictures to kind of explain it themselves, you know, to do the actual talking here. Like this is the Nine of Pentacles. 9 Pentacles. And I believe, let me see, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. This is the 8 of Cups. And those are just the minor arcana. The court cards and the major arcana cards. Luckily, I found some great examples. This is Judgment. And this is the Page of Swords. So, like, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The minor arcanas actually speak for themselves through the pictures. Self-expressed, basically. And the major and court cards are all titled. But that's the cool part, though. They let the pictures do the talking. But, I mean, like I said, I'm going to show you guys the rest of the deck. This is just the Manshin 2 deck. There's some other decks that I'm going to share with you guys. After that, I'm going to introduce you a new concept of tarot readings, because like I said, I wanted to become a therapist, but then I always told people secrets, or what I think, what they think is a secret, but I don't think it's a secret, or I don't know. I used to be good at keeping things to myself, especially if it's in somebody else's business, but then I just fell apart again. So I wanted to be one of those therapists that got to use the tarot decks. And I got the Revelations Tarot, the Oppositions Tarot. Then I got this deck. Then I got these decks, but these are going to be for like entertainment purposes only, I think, because I think these will be more fun for me to play with. But I have the Oppositions, Revelations. Then I have another deck by Prime Muse, and it is a double major tarot deck. And what they do is they use the major arcanas as a double deck. So you get one deck. So you get one card like the magician in the same pose as any other tarot card, and then you got the magician number 2. It's not going to show you the numbers, but the magician is going to be in a different position. Then there's the full card, and I'm going to show you guys those decks too. And another one is the vice versa. I got the vice versa deck. Then I have the in-between decks. I got the deck called the in-between. Then I got the deck labeled before tarot, and another deck called after tarot. And what they show you is the depiction before something happens, and then the other deck is about after it happens, and the in between is everything that happens in between. And with the booklets is that it shows you different depictions of the exact same card. And I think they use the in-between decks as well as the before and after. So like if I wanted to create a reading where I get to use those 3 decks together or just 2, then I can go ahead and do that. But with the vice versa is you get to see the cards gets to be at the front, and you also get to see the back. And like I said, the double measure perception of the decks as well. And I'm going to show you guys those decks. But all the decks that I've enlisted are the ones for like psychology, psychotherapy, psychoanalytics, if you want to. So if all of you guys are like therapists, psychologists, counselors, etc., and you really want your client to kind of like feel comfortable enough with you to kind of talk about their issues. One thing I have learned throughout my tarot experience is that every time I do a reading, I don't pretend like I know everything. So there's some particular questions that I always ask, and you know, it either gets answered or it doesn't. But the thing is that it allows my client to kind of like open up and kind of like, yeah, you know, that's exactly what's going on. Damn. And then they just start talking about their lives, which is why I wanted to do tarot therapy if I could. Then there was the life coach. I wanted to get into that. Then there was like shadow work. I use shadow work too, but that's great for traumas if you're looking into that. Or if you're kind of diving into that, there's a lot of holistic schools where they kind of teach you that stuff as well. And like I said, there's this one school that also talks about CJ or CG Chung, Jung, and it's about life coaching or about something. I gotta introduce you guys to a lot of those websites that I've been discovering. But yeah, I'm gonna kind of show you guys what I'm talking about. I don't know if I'm gonna show it to you guys tomorrow or not, but I think once I give you guys this video, once I edited the part where you probably got to see my panties, then I'll send you guys the video. Because I wear it like it's a short skirt, and I'm using a tripod, and I had to make it in the right, I had to put it in the right position where you guys get to see me full face value and all of that, so it's kind of like, okay. So, yeah, um, I'm gonna give you guys this video. Like I said, like, subscribe, and share this video. And also, you guys, I'm going to show you guys how to use Cartomancy. And that is where you get to use a poker cards and do your tarot readings through those. Some people will call it pips. But it depends on where you're learning this information from. Chances are, if you're studying Lenormand, a Lenormand deck, then you got some pips. Recommendation: Lenormand decks. There's one from Cheryl Marchetti, and that is the actually, I'll give you guys the videos of everything once this is over and done. I already went 21 minutes, so I'm gonna make sure you guys get this video once I edit it, because I gotta make sure that you guys didn't see my panties while I was trying to get myself in a comfortable position. Then it's just kind of like, I'm not gonna apologize, but then I had to get myself in a comfortable position. It's like, oops, it's like, but whatever the situation may be, I'm going to actually, oh, and for you gents, plug in your donations, and you can get in touch with me through Skype. I'm going to give you guys my information. Hopefully there's a QR code that you can use, and you can just access me through that. But you'll get your private readings versus a personal reading. I think personal reading is a private reading, if I can approach it like that. So, but private is like private and personal. I just feel like it was destined or preordained to be shared. I don't know why, but I feel like when I use the term personal, it's not like using the term private. So personal reading and private reading are two completely different things for me. So I apologize for that. I'm not going to do that. Private is personal and personal is private. Okay? So, all right. Like, oh, for those of you guys who have homeless family members, I'm looking into getting some charities into saving Mother Nature, saving animals, saving orphans, and helping out the homeless people. And I believe, again, knowledge is power, and helping people learn how to get by in this world without having to sell their tidbits is a great idea. So for those of you guys who have members who are out in the streets, and you guys either don't want to help them, or they're hard for you to support or to care for, whatever the situation may be, I ask you guys to share my videos with them, because the access to the internet for the homeless, I don't think they might actually have. So if you guys do have any family members out in the streets, please share this video with them whenever you get the chance. Because like I said, teach a person how to fish and they'll fish for life. Give a person a fish and you'll be feeding them for the rest of their lives. And that's a motto that I've heard from someplace else, but I hear it a lot, so I don't know who the fucking owner of that is. But I use that and I believe it. Okay, so help me teach the homeless and the orphans and the runaways how to fish so that they can take care of themselves and not rely on being taken advantage of by people who are willing to take advantage of them. There's so many ways that you can support yourself despite being homeless financially, but unfortunately, when you don't have that access and when you have family members who won't help you, like, period, it just really sucks. But like in helping people, especially drug addicts, I'm going to be diving into all of that shit. So I'm going to be talking about life in general. Like I said, I'm going to plug in my email address so you guys can send me everything that you would like to talk for me to talk about. I got celebrity shit in my email address, and I'm going to look all of that shit up. What I'm going to be all over the place sometimes. I also came up with a schedule for everything that I would like to do with this channel, and I might even dive into creating another channel, but that's once I get this one up and running and I get it into the millions, versus just kind of creating this one and I'm not even in the thousands and trying to start a new channel and start all over again. You know, it's like, that's a bad idea. If anything, I would like to kind of make a commitment to this channel and make a commitment to myself into making sure that I send you guys all the videos that I can. And please make your donations. This is going to help me keep a roof over my head so I can keep sending you guys videos without hesitation and without second thoughts. Looking for jobs is incredibly hard for everybody. And then there's this thing where you gotta be in competition with teenagers to people with high school degrees or college degrees. But even then, it's kind of like people with only a high school degree or no high school degree still gotta compete with people who are younger than them, like teenagers, or compete with people with more experience but don't have a college degree, or people with a college degree but little to no experience, or they might have both. You know, so it's kind of like getting jobs is just, they make it feel like it's scarce when it's really not. They're just fucking picky and shit. You know, so like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stop. I'm gonna make a video uh with the list of things that you guys can go on ahead and pick from this booklet, and you guys get to choose your readings. Like I said, this is going to be for entertainment purposes only, but this will be for you guys, so I can make it as often as I want. That's no problem. Yeah, you know, so that's it. All right, I'm going to send you guys another video after this, and I'm going to try to keep being consistent, and I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to get my ass into gear, because I got to do what I got to do. Now that I'm out on my own, I'm all on my own, so I got to make sure I can do whatever I can to keep myself afloat. Okay, so that's it, you guys. Please share these videos with people who are less fortunate. Okay, and I might associate myself with certain organizations to really dive into charity and stuff like that. So please don't plug in when it comes to charity cases like saving animals, rescuing them. I'm going to give you a direct link, and you guys can go on ahead and save them through there. There's going to be a portion where your donations come to me to sustain me, but I'll give you guys the links to save animals, save the plants, save a lot of homeless people, save orphans and stuff like that, and to support people who are also a part of the military force or the law enforcement or something like that. They need help too. So please and thank you. Share the videos, okay? Bye.